best kind of parenting you can be is to consistently leading by example. Just as many say that parenting journey is brimming with laughter, tears, exhaustion, and countless memories. On this exciting episode of your number one entertainment program on NT Abuja, Memories, we shall be unfolding to you creative, tantalizing, interesting memories that we have had in the week. So stay with me right here on the show. I am Serafina Okon Omekwe, welcoming you to this exciting and bumper episode.
Relive your delightful moments via a telecast. Tell the world what gave you your happiness or pains, and for the how, where, and why. Share your joys of coronation, chieftaincy honors, engagement parties, traditional wedding ceremonies, weddings fatiha, nikah, naming ceremony church programs, housewarming, inaugurations, award nights, school and social events, or moments of grief like burial ceremonies with many others. Don't let your events pass and your story not be told on Memories every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. on this station. Memories, making your events memorable.
Yo, my name is Casey Klein, aka Mike Bubbles, the only man when he believes in a God, it's your ticket. Rah! No good here. Where you? Stand feet. All right. Life is all about creating memories. Don't dull yourself. Don't be stagnant. In case you're dull, you don't know what to do, tune into NTA every Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. and watch Memories. Keep it locked. No good here.
All right, still on the matter. Call me Akpako Master, Ginger, aka Swagga. Don't forget, keep watching Memories on NTA Channel 5, Abuja, or you lack the ginger.
It was a sight to behold, a real spectacular one at that, at the National Arcade Abuja, where the Vice President Kashim Shettima stood in for President Tinubu to mark the year 2025 Armed Forces Celebrations and Remembrance Day. Our correspondent says that the foul pass in the lane of the writ by top government officials was the climax of the day. Now see the beautiful memories of this outing.
Vice President Kashim Shettima arrives at the National Arcade to honor the legacy of the fallen heroes who paid the ultimate sacrifice to ensure peace and security, then celebrating the living legends. Prayers were offered for the repose of the souls of the deceased and for continued peace and security to prevail in the country.
And grant them the fortitude to stay strong and find solace in you. Bless our country, Nigeria, and unite us together. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Common good of all. Lord, do not mark their guilt. Bring them and all the departed into the light of your presence.
Laying of wreath led by Vice President Kashim Shettima, Senate President and the Speaker House of Representatives, Chief Justice of the Federation, Ministers, Chief of Defense Staff and Service Chiefs, and the Inspector General of Police, among others. Firing of 3 volleys by the firing party and the release of pigeons mark the end of the Remembrance Day, rounding the event off with national salutes.
Presidential permission has been sought and graciously granted there.
Though brief, less than an hour, but memories will last long.
This is one moment you can say to yourself you're proud to be a Nigerian, because these men, they show their gallantry, they show their tenacity, they show their courage right there to just ensure that there's peace and development in Nigeria. Kudos to our men of the armed forces. Men and women of the armed forces, salutes to you. And now, still talking activities commemorating the day, a special prayer session has been held in honor of fallen heroes who paid supreme price for protecting the territorial integrity of Nigeria. And in a bid to commemorate the 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day, the federal government had a joint session with the Muslim faithful and also the Christian faithful. Now, here are the sights and sounds of both prayer sessions.
As we gather in this mosque,
as Muslims joined other compatriots on this year's Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration, President Bola Tinubu also joins the solemn voices of faithful for Allah's ultimate guidance and victory for the country. Professor Lukman Zakaria's sermon examines moral standards and ethical behaviors from the premise of the Quran and Hadith, with a call on all to be upright and promote goodness. He calls for support and prayer for the Nigerian military to succeed in its professional task of protecting the country.
when we act with ikhlas, our actions are accepted by Allah and we are rewarded. Ikhlas empowers us to uphold justice.
The cleric, who salutes the gallantry of the military, acknowledges the efforts towards ensuring the peace, unity and progress of the country, urging all to uphold justice and peaceful coexistence.
Al-Karim, Al-Wahhab, Al-Mu'ti, we ask you for blessings and protection upon our President, His Excellency, Al-Hajj Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and all his cabinets. Our armed forces deserve to be supported and to be prayed for because they have sacrificed for this country. Those who have passed away and those who are still serving, they deserve our support by the government. I think the president has been doing very fine with them. I read not quite long ago that he approved about 20 million or something like that for them after the retirement. It means the government sees wisdom in taking care of our armed forces and security agencies in this country.
Professor Usman appeals for continuous welfare and support for the families of the fallen heroes, veterans, and serving men and officers of the armed forces of Nigeria, as he reminds worshippers of Allah's promise of truth to prevail over evil.
The government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria held Christian interdenominational service prayers for the repose of the souls of the officers and soldiers who paid the supreme price in wars, fight against insurgents and other criminalities across the country. Secretary to the government of the Federation, George Akume, who read from the book of Ephesians chapter 2 verses 1 to 10, appeals to citizens to give reverence to God as God in his mercy is the one protecting all.
For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand, that we should walk in them.
The Archbishop of Abuja Catholic Archdiocese, Most Reverend Ignatius Kiagama, pointed out that the significance of the day is to pray for the fallen heroes and those still in service. Reading from the book of Philippians chapter 4, the clergy says, "The peace of the Lord, which passes all understanding, will keep protecting everyone through Christ if the right things are done."
I salute your unwavering commitment to the safety, the peace, unity, and territorial integrity of our nation. You should not allow political, racial, geographical, religious interests to undermine the cohesion that exists among you.
Dignitaries present say the Remembrance Day service is a special event that calls for sober reflection, looking at the sacrifice the men and women of the armed forces render for the country.
a very huge congratulations to Nigeria. We had a successful celebrations, and trust me, all supplications laid at the mosque and at the church, the heavens actually must have granted us, and we pray to see a better Nigeria in terms of security wise, so that our farmers can go back to their farmlands, and then we can begin to have that Nigeria of our dream with enough food sufficiency. Still talking security business in the FCT. The Commissioner of Police FCT, Olatunji Disu, has commended operatives of the Territory's Special Task Force, Operation Swift, for their tenacity and devotion to addressing the nation's capital's challenges. He gave the commendation while also addressing the troops at the maiden end of the season banquet organized by the police command to unwind with the operatives.
The occasion was designed to give the about 500 Joint Task Force operatives a laid-back setting to unwind while honoring their bravery, steadfastness, and professionalism throughout the recent operations, especially those that took place culminating in a hitch-free Yuletide festivities across the nation's capital. A first of its kind in the territory, Commissioner of Police Tunji Disu commends their camaraderie, discipline, and operational advancements which have restored normalcy across the area.
These men have been deployed a number of times to assist us in a lot of clearance, in a lot of serious operations. And despite everything happening every other state, you notice that we have it wonderfully well, peaceful environment during this period. This is because of the wonderful job members of this Joint Task Force put into operations.
Deputy Commissioner of Police Ishaku Sharu, who coordinates the operation and contingent commanders, has this to say.
The Commissioner of Police, the Nigeria Police Force, and all other security agencies have all come together, and they are very happy to see you today, to also, fraternize with you.
We've received a lot of calls from the residents praising the effort of every one of the security agencies involved in this Joint Task Force. And the administration is happy about this, and the high level of synergy that was displayed by the various security agencies.
I want to say kudos to the Commissioner of Police for bringing this idea together. We have been having Joint Task Force prior before now in FCT, but to the glory of God, man, this is superb, and this is one of the best of its kind. So we want to appreciate Commissioner of Police for this.
CP Disu expressed delight and urged their commitment to continue their efforts against all forms of threat to security in the territory.
To our security operatives, we always say thumbs up and kudos. Keep up the good work. There's a saying that to be in your children's tomorrow, you must be in their lives today. More amazing stories coming up shortly, and by that, we shall be unveiling to you the latest senior citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So stay with me on the show. The program is Memories. I'll be right back. Go nowhere.
Relive your delightful moments via a telecast. Tell the world what gave you your happiness or pains, and for the how, where, and why. Share your joys of coronation, chieftaincy orders, engagement parties, traditional wedding ceremonies, weddings fatiha, nikah, naming ceremony church programs, housewarming, inaugurations, award nights, school and social events, or moments of grief like burial ceremonies with many others. Don't let your events pass and your story not be told on Memories every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. on this station. Memories, making your events memorable.
Alright, Still on the matter. Call me Aquaco Master, Ginger, aka Swagger Swagger. Don't forget, keep watching Memories on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, or you lack the ginger.
Hi everyone, it's your girl DJ Duzu. Keep watching Memories on NTA. Mwah.
What's good, guys? My name is Slim Shady, aka your favorite tour boyfriend, and you should not touch that dial because it's Memories on NTA.
Welcome back. This is Memories. If you wish to be a part of this program, reach out to us via any of the numbers on the screen. Or better still, come to the marketing department for further deliberations. And then if you're having any birthday party, any kind of social event, church, school, you know, this kind of August meeting, school reunion, just let us be part of it to give you that memorable touch. And now to the cocoa of the day. 24 years of career in the newsroom of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA. Her voice was louder as a human angle storyteller, championing the cause for social justice. La la la. Well, that voice may not be heard again reporting on NTA as she bows out of service. Oh, sometimes there should be extension of service, so you know. Well, Memories unveils the latest senior citizen who was widely celebrated as she retires from active service.
From the NYSC camp to her place of primary assignment in the newsroom of the Lagos State Ministry of Information, the broadcast journey of Rose Gia started quite early in 1986. Knowledge gained as a National Youth Corps member earned her placement with the then Concord newspaper immediately after passing out. Although after a while she stepped out of the newsroom to lecture and impact lives, she ventured into the banking industry. But her passion for journalism brought her back to the newsroom when she secured employment with the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, in October 2001.
Broadcasting is like a religion, and I say if I cannot be an imam and I cannot be a pastor, there's a purpose for which you have been created. And if for this purpose is for me to fill in the gap between the government and the governed, between the less privileged, I'm happy that I was able to do that. And that's the more reason why I work diligently.
Rose Natasha Gia carved a niche for herself as a human angle storyteller and became a household name.
When I do stories and I see reaction of the government, I was happy. I was getting results and that people were receiving attention. So I picked interest in the human angle reports. So I did less of workshops and seminar reports.
Her career in NTA spanned 23 years, out of which 19 years were spent in NTA Minna, while the remaining 4 years she spent in NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Her passion for journalism stands her out.
Initially, I was working with Rose Gia remotely when I was in charge of news operations at the headquarters. And when I became the general manager of NTA Channel 5 Abuja, I got to work very closely with her. And I think she's a very strong personality.
Madam Rose Gia, who I usually call Inube's mother. She's very reliable and very tough. Tough in the sense that she wants the job well done.
Rose Gia is irreplaceable. What she has been doing for the news department from when I was transferred to NTA Channel 5 Abuja has been quite enormous.
In the newsroom of NTA Channel 5 Abuja, she is known as one who meets deadline, and her absence is already being felt.
My days are not by here. I cannot be doing your work. You people for okay, but then God doesn't say why you can. Your scroll. Go and do your scroll.
Is an inspiration to many. When she came to Channel 5, we didn't start on a very good footing. And I was wondering what kind of a human being is this. But I just know that a lot of people say she's a slave driver. She's not. I want to say she's a perfectionist.
She's hardworking. She's always there for us. But some people might feel, this woman is too pushy and all that. But she's always there to get the job done.
fondly call her Grandma Rose. Grandma Rose is someone that you cannot fault her when it comes to the job. She sleeps and wakes NTA.
Beginning to know her, you get to think she's a very stiff person, as in not flexible, but it's not about the job. She has been a pillar of strength, a pillar on a personal level. She has done so much for me.
For some of us, we would miss her very, very dearly because she has taught us a lot of, professional things that we hold dearly.
Anytime there's a need in news, she always, take that time to come herself to admin, not sending anybody. And I would really miss her humility.
Described by many as perfectionist and one who keeps to time, even on her birthday, which was her last day in NTA, Rose Gia was seen active to deliver the news bulletin before she exited.
The Holy Book says there is season for everything. There is a beginning and an end. For Rose Gia, her journey in the civil service career has come to an end. She came, she saw, and she conquered, leaving a legacy of diligence as she beckons on the upcoming broadcasters to always be committed in ensuring that the screen remains attractive for the viewer.
At a valedictory session, the management of NTA celebrated this astute broadcaster who uses pen and microphone to speak for the voiceless and ensure social justice in the society.
It's a Liberia. Take it or leave it. Any story that Madam Mose is being used, don't ask questions. That story has been used. If you say that story has not been used, don't one. That story has not been used.
All the stand-uppers were rolling out, all the beautiful reports were rolling out for Nigerians to see what was happening in Minna then was as a result of Rose Gia's contact that we had to rely on.
In NTA we have veterans who have names in the system. Today, Rose Gia is joining the crew. That shows that she has paid her dues.
It was more of a family gathering as her colleagues, both old and new, and from Minna, were all on ground.
I'm not even on duty, she'll call me. I must produce 3 stories on the bulletin in a day.
As staff of the newsroom of NTA Channel 5 Abuja bids her farewell, her legacies in the newsroom lives on.
A very huge congratulations to Assistant Director News NTA, Rose Gia. Let me share my personal encounter with her, with you. Like, she's not hearing us, it's just you and I, right? Serafina, where are you? You have area of strength. Your area of strength is on special reporting, human anger stories. I want that report first thing tomorrow morning. You must deliver. And God help you make you not deliver. The other side, I'll tell you later, not now. Well, Grandma, congratulations. There's a reason for calling her Grandma. She's Grandma, she's Mommy, she's everything. But when you get to the red line, you go see Pepe. Congratulations, we wish you all the very best. The remains of late Haja Mariam, the wife of the Emir of Kefi, Shehu Chindo Yamusa, was laid to rest at the Royal Cemetery behind the palace in Kefi, amidst tears and eulogies to the deceased.
The funeral prayers for the late Mariam, wife of Emir of Kefi, Shehu Chindo Yamusa III, was led by the chief imam of Kefi, Ustaz Muhammad Awal, where prominent personalities among whom were Abdullahi Adamu, Traking Kefi, the Emir of Lafia, Justice Sidi Bagye Muhammad, the Andoma of Doma Ahmadu Aliyu Oga, among others, congregated to offer their last respect to the deceased. Relatives and sympathizers extol the virtues of the late matriarch.
Before we came in, we had an agreement that there will be the time for departure. When the time comes, he does not add a second to it. If we had our way, we would have prayed to him to let her stay with us because of her righteousness. But this is her time.
We'll always remember her. She had been a good person, and we are not surprised the crowd we have seen.
And she has been a good girl. When I went to say bye-bye to her, I couldn't. Because I couldn't just bear to see her go. It's unfortunate, but we cannot question God.
Age 52, late Mariam is survived by the bereaved monarch Shehu Chindoya Musa and her father Farouk Iya.
May her beautiful soul rest in peace. Amen. Now, Martin Luther King Jr. once said that all labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance, and it should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. No dignity in Yahoo Plus, ritual killings, or illicit deals. 2025, say no to these deadly and bad habits. It's not going to take you anywhere, trust me. Well, this is where we draw the curtain today on memories. Let's be a part of your events coming up anytime soon. I remain yours sincerely, Serafina Okon Omekwe. Bye-bye.